This Wednesday, Loki's coming out. Like, yes, finally. With that, I decided to make this video called Why Loki Has the Potential to be one of Marvel's best projects of all time. I decided to make this video to show people such as you, yes, you, the person watching this video, which thank you very much. I really appreciate it. It really helps me out. Okay, going back. To show you how much potential this show has, which hopefully just makes you get more hyped than you already are for the show. But before we start, hope you're having a great day. You're watching J Entertainment, me. Please consider subscribing for more content on your favorite entertainment like Marvel, especially on Loki. I'm gonna be covering Loki these upcoming weeks as it debuts. So if you want to have full coverage on Loki, make sure to subscribe to my channel. I will be covering it fully, like I said. Also, I have my videos covering previous Marvel shows like Falcon and Winter Soldier. Like I have videos on John Walker and Lamar. One of them is called Why Lamar Deserves the Winter Soldier Treatment or Story. So if you're interested, go check it out. Link is in the corner. It should be like in the little pop icon. Also, leave a comment on what you're most looking forward to in this Loki show. And don't forget to leave a like. It really helps, and it helps YouTube show my shows my videos to other people. So leave a like. Okay, now let's get started. I have three main reasons why Loki has the potential to be one of Marvel's best projects of all time. These reasons are in no specific order, so I'm just going to go through the list and just say them, and hopefully they make you get more hyped up. So let's start with reason number one. It's Loki. I just love that it's focused on Loki because he has been one of my favorite characters throughout the MCU, probably top 5, and I love that he's finally the center of his own story. One of the reasons I love him so much is that he's a wild card. What do I mean by that? Well, I mean that Loki is a character that you never know what he's going to do. He's unpredictable. You never know if he's going to backstab a character or if he's going to take the heroic choice or what. He's very unpredictable, like I said. Making every scene more interesting, adding like that spice that you're missing to every scene. This differs from other projects since all like much of the main characters of other projects that Marvel has, they're predictable. They're heroes, so you know they're gonna take the right choice. But with Loki, you never know, especially since it's Loki from the Avengers, from the 2012 Avengers movie, which had not gone through that redemption that the Loki that we know and love has gone through, like in Thor Ragnarok and all those other movies. So this is gonna make for a super interesting dynamic. Adding that spice to the show, and I just to the scenes, and that's why I love Loki. That's why I think he's been a scene stealer in a bunch of the movies, like Thor Ragnarok. He's been a scene stealer in Avengers. He's been a scene stealer, and so on and so on. Which is why I love him so much, and I think that he's just gonna crush it here. He's finally the main person in his story. He's finally able to add that unpredictability to almost every scene in the whole show, and I love it. I also love that it's focused on Loki because he's super funny and he has a lot of style, which I'm sure the show will follow, and it will make it so good to have that charm and that what's it called, humor, Loki humor that it has, and the style. Loki always having like that cool, nice style, and I'm pretty sure the show's gonna have that style too, especially judging from the trailer. It looks very Loki style based, so I love it. I love that it's gonna like go all around Loki. Also, I definitely think this show will go really deep emotionally and really explore the broken side of Loki like it's never been done before. I really feel like the movies they don't have no time to explore the broken side of Loki with him being adopted and his father loving the Thor more and him being left on the side and so on and so on. And I don't think that I don't think the movies have explored the broken side of Loki. And I think also the part of that is because they kind of fixed kind of that broken side with him fixing his relationship with his brother and kind of redeeming himself and dying a heroic death. But like I said, we're going back to 2012 Loki, Avengers Loki, where he hasn't gone through that redemption. He hasn't gone through that happiness, that bond with his brother, through that heroic death and heroic moments like Loki, your savior is here. I mean, Asgard, your savior is here. He hasn't gone through those scenes and through those moments and through that character development. No, he's still going back through that broken Loki that still wants to do evil things. So I definitely think that they're really gonna explore that broken side, especially from what I've seen from interviews that have said that they really want to explore not just the charm and the unpredictableness, but also the emotional weight that Loki carries. And also, judging by the reviews that came out yesterday morning, I think that it's safe to say that they're really gonna explore that like it's never done before, while also having that charm and humor that Loki is always gonna bring to the show. Okay, now let's move on to reason number two. Loki has one of the most potentials in storytelling out of any Marvel project ever. I really do believe Loki has some of the most potential in storytelling. Now, you might be screaming at your screen or typing down in the comments, what about Spider-Man 3 No Way, or Spider-Man No Way Home with the three Spider-Mans, or Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness with the multiverse? Well, I think they're great points, and I think they really have a huge potential too. I just think that I rather a little bit more towards Loki. Why? Well, I think they can really dive into the multiverse and really dive into timelines and really dive into all of it. Well, I think that the movies, since they're shorter, it's not because they're made worse, but they're shorter, they kind of have to rush more through whatever timelines they're going to explore, multiverses, whatever they're going to do. They're going to have to rush through them a little bit more than the movies. I think movies can really dive, I mean, the TV shows. I really think that TV shows can really dive into it. And I think Loki is a perfect TV show to do it. I think it has so much potential. Why? Well, first of all, it's literally double or triple the length of a movie, which definitely means a lot more, either a lot more timelines explored or a lot more time in the different timelines. And this makes me super excited. Why? Well, in the movie, you probably would have had to tell me what happened in the timeline, but in Loki, I think they can really do the real show don't tell, where instead of telling you what happened in the timeline, you actually see what happened in the timeline. You actually get to explore the consequences of what happened in that timeline, and I think it just has so much potential. A great example is the timeline where the Avengers Tower is destroyed and New York is destroyed, which obviously is probably referring to Avengers 1 if Loki would have won, because we saw that shot in the trailer and it got everybody hyped up. And I think that's a great example because I think they can really explore that timeline and show how tragic it would have been if Loki won, and it would lend itself to really cause Loki to reflect, which is amazing. I think he would have really reflected on, wow, I really wanted to do this to humanity, to the world, to the people. I think it would lend itself to some great character development, some great character growth. Well, at the same time, it would also make past movies more believable, more serious. For example, Avengers is a super fun movie, but I never was really scared of that invasion. But I think if we saw this, it would just add like that layer to other movies. It would be a callback to the movies, but it would actually improve them. You'll be like, the Avengers were really fighting, like, wow, like this is what the Avengers were fighting. So I think it helps past movies, but also it's gonna help Loki. Like I said, he's gonna reflect and say like, I really wanted this. I can't believe I wanted this. He's gonna have some character growth, have some character development, and I'm really excited to see that happen. And we'll see a lot more timelines and a lot more worlds than just like this timeline that I just mentioned. Like the timeline where Loki is sitting on the throne of Asgard, which is just super cool and gets me super excited because, as we know now, the in the future, Asgard is destroyed. So, what's gonna happen when Loki finds that out? How is he gonna feel about it? How is his emotions gonna get affected? And how is that gonna cause character development for him? And all that. And I just really want to see that. I really think that him being from the past, but us knowing what happened in the future, also lends itself to a lot of great storytelling and a lot of great development for Loki himself. And like I said, we can also explore a lot of worlds, like the one where we see Loki sitting with a girl, which looks like Black Widow, but I'm pretty sure it's not Black Widow, it's probably Lady Loki or something. Or also the TVA itself. I think it's a place that you can really explore and has incredible potential from technology wise, since it has future technology, and also from the past. Like it can have a lot of past things, which I think the TVA will have a lot of potential and a lot of world building for the MCU as well. And also remember that this is Loki from the past, like I said. So what will happen whenever he finds out that he's actually dead? Like, is he gonna like be super sad? Is he gonna like what's gonna happen? I'm really excited to see those type of things. What's gonna happen whenever he finds out that his father's dead? What's gonna happen whenever he finds out that his mother's dead? Especially as we know, he was really bonded with his mother. So I'm just really excited to see what happens. I'm just so excited to see how this takes into account, how all the future things take into account Loki's emotions and Loki's character growth and everything on Loki. And the potential in the story really just lends itself open to Loki as a character, like a really good character for Loki and really good character development and everything, like a story rarely does for its characters because it's just crazy how much potential there is in this story alone. Also, Loki really feels like it's not a contained story. Like it felt with WandaVision, it was just in New Jersey, or in Falcon Winter Soldier, it felt a little bit more contained. No, this feels like way out there. It's introducing us to a new place in the Marvel universe and increasing the scope of Marvel, which is different than, like I said, the last 16 plus shows, which is super exciting. And it really seems like we'll be able to explore different timelines than the regular one, and we'll really see the outcomes and the causes and character development in Loki and all that type of stuff. And I'm just so excited for that world building from for the MCU with the TVA, which I think is going to be great. To that character development for Loki as he finds out what happens in the future. To just like the exploration of different timelines. I think it's super. I think it's just a super cool concept to just know uh, what happened in different timelines. So yeah, I think Loki just has incredible potential in storytelling and easily some of the best potential in storytelling out of any MCU project. Okay, now let's move on to reason number three. Loki will have some of the best parts of WandaVision and Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I really think the show will take the best parts, well, not the best, but take some of the best parts of WandaVision and the Falcon Winter Soldier. Since I really think the show can have all the Easter eggs and hints that WandaVision had that made everyone theorize. I mean, everyone was theorizing. And since there seems to be a mystery in the trailers, and with all the timelines and time travel and all that, there definitely seems to be a potential to replicate or maybe even improve in the mystery and hints that causes people to have theories about the show, just like WandaVision did. I mean, whenever WandaVision was going on, it was crazy with all the theories, Mephisto, Quicksilver, all that type of stuff. But I think Loki can honestly, like I said, improve on that because it has the timelines. It actually has the multiverse. It's gonna have all that. I think it can really improve on that. And also, like I said, it seems to be like a mystery. It kind of seems like a mystery murderer or something. So there's also that mystery. And I just think that there's just going to be so many things, so many theories out there. And it's just going to replicate that amazing feeling that there was with WandaVision when WandaVision was airing week to week to week to week. So it's just going to be that super fun experience. And all the theories about WandaVision definitely boosted my enjoyment on WandaVision. And I'm sure it will boost my enjoyment and investment week to week to week on Loki. Loki seems to take like the action side of Falcon Winter Soldier. Well, I'm sure there won't be as much action as Falcon Winter Soldier had. I'm sure Loki is going to have a lot more action than WandaVision had. WandaVision had in the last episode. Loki, I'm sure, will have at least a more action than WandaVision for sure, as we've seen in the trailers. And I'm really excited for that. I kind of want to see Loki have his own action scenes, and I'm really excited for that for sure. And Loki also seems to take like that buddy cop type of thing that Falcon Winter Soldier had with Bucky and Sam. And definitely Loki seems to take with that with Morbius, played by Owen Wilson, and Loki, obviously played by Tom Hiddleston. So it kind of seems to take like that side of things, like that aspect of body cop with that funny, like super funny type of things. So yeah, definitely has gonna have that side, but also so look, it also seems to take like that very in-depth exploration of characters, which WandaVision definitely had. But I definitely think that Falcon Soldier had more. I think Falcon Soldier was character driven, and this show seems to be character driven. Uh, and I'm really, really, really excited to see that with Loki. I think Loki has had so many things untapped yet, so many untapped potential that I think the show will definitely deliver, and it's gonna be super. I think it's gonna be super character driven by Loki. showing all sides of him, and I'm really excited to see that. So definitely think that this show is going to take the best of both worlds to just make the better show, in my opinion. Like, I really think it's going to be the better show. So just to recap on why I think Loki has the potential to be one of the best Marvel things out there, is that it was centered around Loki, making the show unpredictable at every scene with a very unpredictable character at its front, and having all the fun and charm that Loki has, while still being able to go really deep and emotional on his broken side. Also, it will have a lot of potential in storytelling with different timelines in the TVA and the multiverse. And this show will have enough time to expand that on that massively with like around 6 hours of runtime, which is great. It's gonna be able to expand massively, and with that, it's gonna just expand the Marvel universe. While not only expand the Marvel universe and expanding the scope, but also working perfectly to give Loki that character development with the future and the different timelines and self reflection that I just think it's gonna be perfect. And lastly, it will have the best of both worlds, where WandaVision having like the hints and theories and everybody going crazy while it's coming out. Oh look, they said this, and oh look that hint, and what's going on, and who's controlling this and all that. I definitely think that Loki's gonna have that, and I can't wait to live that again. And also, I think it's gonna have the best of Falcon and Winter Soldier with what maybe not the best, but some of the best with the action. I think it's gonna have a lot more action than WandaVision had, with that body cop as well, with Owen Wilson as Morbius, I think that's his name, and Tom Hiddleston as Loki. That they're gonna have that body cop dynamic, just like Sam and Buggy had, and being character driven, giving deep exploration on Loki, just really being character driven by Loki. So yeah, this definitely seems to be the reason why I think this show, Loki, has the potential to be one of Marvel's best projects of all time. That will be it for this video. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, as well as to get, like I said, more Loki content. Like I said, I'll be covering it as it releases weekly, and I'll definitely have full coverage on Loki. So definitely subscribe, as well as check out more content in general, like a video on why John Walker is my favorite part of the Falcon Winter Soldier. The spoiler alert is because he was a really big wild card. And guess what? Loki's a really big wild card. He's very unpredictable, just like John Walker. So definitely, I love wild cards. So if you want to know other reasons why he was my favorite, go check out the video on why John Walker is my favorite character on the Falcon and Winter Soldier. Link will be in the corner. And as well as check out just more content in general. I have a lot of content, so definitely go check out more content on my channel and enjoy it. I'm sure you'll find it interesting. Also, comment on what is the Marvel project that you're most hyped for and the ones that you think it has the most potential, as well as what you're looking forward to seeing in Loki. Thanks for watching. Have a great rest of your day. And this is J Entertainment, out.